Welcome to your weekly market update where we talk about everything mortgage and real estate related. We have great information to talk about as always, so let's jump right in it. First off, MBS Highway Housing Survey for June showed that 55% of all listings are in multiple offers, where the Midwest has the second highest percentage of pricing pressure of all 7 regions. So as you can see, Midwest, we're probably even more than 55% of the listings in multiple offers. That is what I'm seeing on my end. I'll be interested to hear what you're seeing in your market. Now, one of the things that they mentioned is that availability and affordability is the issue with buyers. It's not the desire to move. So as we talked about in many updates, inventory is very low. I'm going to talk about that right now. So Zillow's home value index showed that the typical home value increased by 1.4% from April to May, which is the strongest monthly reading that we've seen since last June. And the largest gains that we're seeing, as we talked about a little bit earlier, is the Midwest. So the Midwest is seeing the strongest gains, which is great. We're seeing that in our market. What Zillow also notated is that we have 23 fewer listings than we had last May. So 23 less active listings than last May. And the total active inventory is, check this out, 47% below May of 2019 levels. This market right now has the fewest active listings in any May on record. So we talked about this. We know that inventory is low. We just gotta be ready to go when that house comes to market and have that pre-approval in hand, have that guarantee that we get with the fast track here at Cross Country Mortgage. So call me about that. We'll be happy to work on it for you. As for mortgages and inflation, as expected, the Federal Reserve today left the Fed fund rate unchanged, but they did signal more hikes are coming after this pause. So what pretty much they're saying is they're going to take a pause right now. They do want to get to a medium expectation rate. So pretty much what all of the Federal Reserve chair people, members want is a rate by about 5.6% by the end of 2023. That would give us about another 1/4 to 0.5% raise in the Fed fund rate over the next 6 months. So we'll keep a close eye on that to see what happens next month. The May CPI, so the Consumer Price Index report, showed that overall inflation increased by 0.1%, which was even lower than the expected 0.2%. Year over year, inflation declined from 4.9% to 4%, which was lower than the 4.2% expected. The major focus, the core rate, which strips out food and energy, increased by 0.4%, which was in line with what was expected. And year over year, the core CPI decreased from 5.5 to 5.3, which also is lighter than expected. So this is all good news for interest rates. They have not broken through where we want them to break through, so that we're still in that range for anywhere between 6.5 to 7.25. But hopefully with this continuing improvement in inflation, we can break through to the downside and get closer to those 6% rates that we all want to see. And last but not least, mortgage applications. So mortgage applications are up 7.6% from last week. Probably has a lot to do with, last week was the Memorial Day holiday. And so now there's a little bit more activity, but that's up 7.6%. And the interest rates have dropped from about 6.875 to about 6.75 on average. Got to reach out to me. You have to get an exact quote on rates and where they are at, because the market's changing every single day. Thank you so much for watching. Call me if you have any questions, 847-942-1497. Make it a great one.